Here's a quick look at Sammy's bird room before we installed the automated watering system. Sammy's a conscientious breeder with a pretty typical canary breeding room, but like most of us, he wanted to spend more time enjoying his birds and a lot less time laboring for them. So that's why he decided to install the M&M Cage Company automated watering system. The process started by attaching an easy drinker to every cage. We used one of the nest boxed openings as a location for the drinker and simply clipped the easy feeder with the included mounting clips to the opening. After all the cages had the easy drinkers attached to them, it was time to tap into Sammy's house plumbing for the fresh water. This was easily done by cutting a shark bite T into an existing water line, connecting some 1/2-inch PVC pipe and running it into the bird room. Here we can see how uncomplicated the freshwater system is. After adding a shutoff valve, it runs directly to M&M Cage's main control valve. The main control valve comes fully assembled to match your application, and all you need to do is mount it and supply water to it. After the main control valve, you continue to run the 1/2-inch PVC pipe to each secondary valve. Secondary valves are located above each stack of drinkers and have their own flow control to even out the water flow. As I'm sure you've noticed, the secondary valves are connected to each easy drinker with a separate tube. To install these tubes, simply cut the tubing to length and push them onto the provided fittings. The tubing is provided with your easy drinkers, and trust me, anyone can attach it.
That's the end of part 1. So I want to take a little break at this time. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed at this point or worrying that the installation is too difficult, please don't. Take a deep breath and relax. It's not as difficult as it looks. Sammy and I had about 8 hours in over the course of 3 days at this point, and all of the tasks required only basic DIY skills. So don't worry. You can do this. Now we're going to move on to part 2. It's time to hook up the drain lines. Each easy drinker drain is connected to the easy drinker below it with a supplied rubber hose. You simply cut the hose to length and then push a short piece of provided PVC pipe into each end of the hose. Once the drain section is made, you simply add it to the easy drinker by twisting it on. The bottom hose is inserted into a 1¼ inch PVC pipe. This 1¼ inch PVC pipe will collect the drain water of all the easy drinkers and take it to the drain of your house. Sammy's cages are on wheels, so we added a union at each end so he can easily disconnect the drain pipe and wheel his cages out for easy cleaning. Sammy has a bathroom next door to his bird room, so after we connected all of the 1¼ inch drain pipes, we ran it through the wall and connected it to an existing drain pipe. Sammy's bird room was in his basement, so we needed to find an existing pipe. If your bird room is above ground level, it's going to be a little easier to find a pipe. If you live in a warmer climate, you can just simply run the pipe straight out through a wall and water your garden with the drain water. Either way, don't let the multiple options bother you. Our applications engineer is always ready to advise you on the best way to plumb your system. Last but not least, it's time to talk about the timer. The timer can be located anywhere and plugs into the main water control valve. Fortunately, Sammy had a great location very close to the valve, so we mounted it there. The timer is pre-programmed to run the water for 25 seconds whenever it's told to. You decide when and how many times you want the water to come on by programming it through a very simple user interface. We set Sami's system to turn on 3 times, at 8 a.m., noon, and 4 o'clock. After a total of 15 hours, we were done and ready to test the system. When we started testing the system, it was very amusing because as soon as we ran some water into the drinkers, all of the birds jumped in to take a bath. Some were even fighting each other for a turn, even while the water was running. This video was taken 2 months after the installation. Notice how many birds are using the drinker and how clean it is. There simply is no watering system that exists that is as low maintenance as the M&M system. Now let's talk about cost. The installation was for 21 cages. It required 1 main control valve, 1 timer, 21 easy drinkers, and 7 secondary valves. This totaled to a little over $1,000 for the main hardware. There were other expenses such as PVC pipe, fittings, brackets, and the like, which probably totaled around $200. So for $1,200, Sami will never have to worry about watering his birds again. Oh yes, and in case you didn't notice, Sami also purchased M&M's Easy Feeder system, but that's a video for another day. Once again, I'm going to repeat myself. If you're worried about the difficulty of installing the system, please don't. At first glance, it looks way more complicated than it really is. Plus, when you purchase an M&M watering system, you get full customer support to help you or anyone you borrow or hire to install it. Thanks for watching the video. You can go to our website and learn more, and you can contact me directly to talk about your system and how you would like to set it up.